Once again, the crash at today's OSU homecoming parade has now taken 4 lives, including a 2-year-old boy.
We have live team coverage with reporters in Stillwater and here in Green Country to bring you the most complete coverage of all that happened.
Here's the very latest for you. 3 adults, 1 child have died after a car plowed into a crowd at Main and Hall of Fame in Stillwater.
At least 44 others were hurt in the crash. At last check, 8 of them are in critical condition.
Police arrested 25-year-old Adacia Chambers on suspicion of DUI.
Our team coverage continues with Fox 23's Brittany Jeffers reporting live with how important this weekend is to so many people. Brittany.
This homecoming parade is a tradition. I spoke with a lot of people who say it's a family event for them. They bring their kids every year. So to see something like this happen today, they tell me they are hurting for the families who had anyone who was involved in this accident. A lot of them tell me that because of this, they're going to be holding their children a little tighter tonight. Sirens and emergency vehicles filled Main Street, and worry flooded Haley Price, who works just blocks away.
I was panicking. I didn't know if it was because I heard that some kids had got injured.
Stillwater PD says that this woman, Adacia Avery Chambers, was driving south on Main Street when she hit a police motorcycle and then drove into the crowd.
I had swore my son was out here at the time because I didn't know my babysitter changed her mind at the last minute.
Her son was safe.
I was rushing to get home as soon as after work, and then I grabbed my son and I wouldn't let him go for at least an hour.
But others lost loved ones. 4 people were killed, including a 2-year-old.
I can't imagine losing a kid or even my kid getting hurt. So, I mean, I really do feel sorry for these parents.
Many others who were at the parade told me that it's been hard to take in, and it won't leave their minds anytime soon.
It's going to touch everybody that lives here. You know, it's either going to be somebody you knew or somebody who knew somebody that you knew.
We're praying for him, and we'll have to get up and go again tomorrow.
You can definitely feel this feeling today. Now tonight there is a memorial that is set up. We've seen a lot of people show up to put out candles, flowers, cards, thinking about the victims and their families tonight. Reporting live here in Stillwater, covering news that matters, I'm Brittany Jeffers, Fox 23 News.
It just breaks your heart, Brittany. Thank you. And Fox 23's Jonathan McCall continues our live team coverage with a look at the biggest challenge for investigators over the next 24 hours.
7 different hospitals right now across the Center State are treating victims of today's crash. This afternoon, investigators with Stillwater Police have spent the day trying to locate where everyone went. This evening, we watched as Stillwater officers collected statements from victims of Saturday's crash inside of Stillwater Regional Medical Center. We also found as investigators returned back to police headquarters with bags of evidence gathered at the scene. But tonight, there's an even bigger concern for investigators.
We are trying to get our arms around a total and accurate victims list.
It's now the goal of Captain Kyle Gibbs as well as Stillwater investigators as they try to piece together Saturday's deadly scene. 4 people were killed, 44 others injured when police say Adacia Chambers drove through a crowd at the OSU homecoming parade. Several victims were taken to Stillwater Regional Medical Center. Others were taken to hospitals in Oklahoma City and in Tulsa.
How many people were injured, who they were, where they're at. That's our big focus right now.
He says the goal on scene was to get medical attention to as many people as possible.
When something happens, especially something of this magnitude, everybody falls in, and the first thing we start doing is addressing those injuries.
And Captain Gibbs tells me that he plans to release the names of the victims of today's crash sometime early tomorrow morning. As for the woman at the center of this, Adacia Chambers, officials tell me that they are going to conduct their investigation out throughout the next couple of days. Charges against her could be coming sometime early next week. Live tonight in Stillwater, covering news that matters, Jonathan McCall, Fox 23.